What's happening, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Trey, man. This is your man Trey, and this is my co-host Face.
What up, world?
Man, look, we got a lot to talk about in the world of the NBA today. There's a lot that's happened since we last were on together. All right, discussing this matchup with the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. A lot has transpired, but the first thing I want to talk about right now, man, because I'm enjoying the beauty of the game and the possibility of the directions that it's headed. Okay. Is Denver the future of basketball? And when I'm saying that, I'm not saying that's the team Denver. I'm talking about is the way they're playing back through the big man again, and having the center involved intricately in the offense. Is this where we're headed, Face? Is this what we're seeing? Are we witnessing history right now? Like the evolution of basketball, like when Golden State finally took a team that shot jump shots and won titles with them. Are we seeing something like that? Is the big man taking the game back?
Seems like it 'cause you have a quality big man. That's what most teams try to go after. Like, but now it
Face,
seems
I
like
could
it is
not I
getting
could
back.
not hear you start that whole thing over because I could not hear anything you just said.
I said it seems to be going back that way because a quality big man. But be honest with you, Joker is just a special talent. You know what I mean? But the big man is being becoming relevant again because a lot of teams were going with jump shooters and so the big man being an important part of the game right now, yeah, I think it is coming back. And Denver, Denver is a special team, though, man. You feel me? I say that because the size that they have and the way that they play the game is like having Tim Duncan in 4 or 5 different positions. They play fundamental basketball. Nobody trying
Yeah.
to play like two. You feel what I'm saying?
Too above
It's the way they
themselves or
play
too
it.
outside of their body. Ain't
Exactly.
nobody
You know what
outside of
I'm
their
saying?
body.
Joker, that's like a point guard at the center position. You feel what I'm saying? He just get the ball, survey the whole court from his position and get it to where it needs to go. Yeah, but it's amazing. It's beautiful basketball, like you said. It's fun to watch.
Man, and not just that, I mean, because Aaron Gordon was a top pick for the Orlando Magic. Okay.
Mhm.
And I believe down in Orlando, he was kind of thrust into a position or a role that was really not him. Okay. And he still did excel in it. Now, when Aaron Gordon came into the league, Aaron Gordon didn't have that jumper or he could not shoot a three. It was dunk or nothing. Okay. And I felt he was suited to be like a true power forward, back to the basket kind of power forward. And then we ended up drafting all those other big men and we moved him to the small forward and made him develop that three. Now, down in Orlando, we expected him to be the leader of the team and like take Orlando somewhere, be the next dog and all that good stuff, but it wasn't in the cards for him to be the alpha. I guess he wasn't never that guy. But when I'm seeing him right now in Denver, man, and it's really just him playing the same way he was in Orlando. It's just now he doesn't have to be the lead dog. Now he can be 16 points. Now he can be 15 points, and get his rebounds that he wants to get anyway, because he always wanted to get rebounds, okay, and play defense. The point is that with the size that we're seeing coming into the league right now, like you got this young boy Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", coming out of France, handle the rock like KD, and shoot the ball like him too. And we got all these other just like it's positionless basketball. Um, yeah, this is an exciting time. I
So
honestly feel like this might be the future, brother.
the big man coming back. The big man is making a comeback. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Big man is making a comeback. You got to quality big man. And see, once a few teams go out and get him, you're gonna have to go and get him because you have to match the size.
Yeah.
So they are transitioning the game back to the big man because you have to have somebody who can defend these guys. So, are they gonna find one with the qualifications of a Joker? I don't know, but they may bring their own little niche to the game because I don't think no big man ever passed the way Joker do. Like, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
not
To me,
consistently. Not
he
consistently.
rebounds the ball great. He rebounds the ball great. He scores at a consistent level. But to me, that the assist rate is what put
Yeah.
him over the top as a big man. He got it's
Man, I
like
saw Joker hit
you
somebody with
gotta
a pump fake and then hit him that way. Like, you don't see a
if you
big
got a
man.
big man that could if you got a big man that can make all these assists without moving, who needs a point guard?
That's big
Oh,
fact, homie.
hold the ball up and look around, and he gonna get it to you.
Uh-huh.
That's his age. So
That's big thing,
I
man.
like to see the big man in basketball though, man. I always like to see the big man in basketball, man.
Dog, it's
All
not
that dust,
basketball
but
without the big man. There's no basketball without the big man. I don't
well
think you can play
they
that.
were
They was
they
trying.
were actually they were actually trying to phase him out at one time. It seemed like that's
Yeah.
why you said coming back because everybody wanted to shoot the three because the rules changed so much to favor towards the offensive players.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they didn't really put no merit into the big man no more. We could shoot threes. We get all these different calls. They can't hand check they so they couldn't
Yeah.
stop. You feel what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
just a whole bunch of things that led up to that. But now I think we got to get back to conventional basketball in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not conventional because the players ain't conventional no more.
No.
So I don't ever think you'll see a big man who don't shoot threes, who just play around the rim. I don't really think you'll see that no more. So these big men now you shooting threes, you passing the ball like a point guard. That's something we ain't never seen. That's the newness and the difference that's something different. We haven't seen that. We have big guards like Magic centers shooting threes at a consistent rate, passing the ball, finding men like they got real point guard court vision. Like
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
out here,
for real.
Joko hit you like a real sometimes. You know, not just for him to see you, but him to get it to you the way that he does. That's something
Dog,
special, man.
he throws the player open. He passes the player open because the player's not really
That's,
open yet. He sees the play. It's like Jason Kidd used to see the play. Like like and I'm not saying he's Jason
to the
Kidd,
open
but
area.
it's throwing it to the open area, knowing the player you're playing with and understanding
Go
where it's
get it.
just like in the first episode of Winning Time, man, where when Kareem and Magic get together. Or the first couple episodes, Magic first question that he went asked Kareem was, "Man, where do you like the ball?" Where do you like it? Like, what's the actual spot that you like the ball the most? I guarantee this dude is doing some stuff like that, man. He's got
Yeah,
to.
you gonna know your players anyway.
Yeah, you
Like
would think
when you
that, but
get it,
not everybody's doing that, brother. You would think that, but not everybody's doing that. Not a lot, especially in the NBA. The NBA's turned into a AAU, come down the court, shoot the three, run back. Now they don't really want to play too much defense type league, man. That's why I'm happy that the big man's taking coming back because if the big man comes back, that means some defense has got to come back too. Somebody got to play defense because a big man is going to take you inside out eventually. Jokic, he's been taking him inside out, but he's not the only one that does it. Joel Embiid does it. Joel Embiid just doesn't concentrate enough on the inside portion of his game. I feel. I feel he does spends too much time out there by the three. But yeah, yeah, brother, this is a beautiful thing, man. What's going on
like
with the
I say
league?
this, I think Joker need to take James Winston and be his quarterback coach. Teach how to throw people over. Cause that ball, hey, excuse me, they need to they need Joker to go and train James Winston. I'm gonna give y'all that recommendation. Hey, Winston, Get with Joker and ask him how you throw people open.
Man,
Maybe,
you
maybe
know
that'll help your game.
Jameis's problem wasn't that when he was in Tampa. It was Jameis was blind, man. He needed that eye surgery that he went and got. That's what the
James,
problem
James
was.
used to think, James used to think he was on the baseball field. You know that he got a strong arm. He want to see the receiver open. Then his eyes get big. Once he see it, his eyes do like this here,
Man, his eyes do
and he
like that
throws
because
the
he can't
ball.
see. He
Yeah,
can't
but
see
he got to
where he couldn't see.
he want to see he want to see their hands. He supposed to throw the ball. And you feel what I'm saying? That's how you get picked. Cause guess what? The defender done turned around and coming back. He breaking back to the ball. You know when they backpedal, they spin, they open their hips. By that
Hmm.
time Jameis throws the ball, they're coming back to the ball. He ain't even breaking open. He's coming back that way, and that's how he used to get picked. Cause Jameis ain't know how to throw the timing route. I promise. I used to sit there and watch. Man, his
Oh
eyes
no,
get
because
big,
it's
and he
the
throw the
look.
ball.
It was the same play. First play from scrimmage every time. It would either be because both coaches called it. So it was Byron Leftwich calling the same play on the first down, and then before Byron Leftwich, it was Dirk Cutter calling the first play, same play on first down, which was uh quick slant with Mike Evans, and so first play from scrimmage, Bucks get the ball, quick slant, Mike Evans interception every time. Matter of fact, it even happened with Brady on the first play, except there wasn't a quick slant this time. This time it was just a post. Same play though, and the same interception happened. But we ain't talking football right now. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna say I ain't want to get y'all the. I was just saying about
we,
Joker in the past.
yeah. Joker does need to get with somebody though. He needs to come teach Jameis. He need to get down here and come teach Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield. You know, I'm sure
What you think he gonna do tonight,
there's a
though?
few teams that would like to see him, man.
What you think Joker gonna do tonight?
I mean, to be honest with you, I expect Joker to do the same thing that Joker's been doing. When you just look at what's happened throughout the history of these two teams playing, it doesn't look good right now. But we're gonna get into that later on, man, in the episode. Let's get into what's gonna happen for Miami because that's the most team that's pressing right now. All right, like, are we? Is Miami looking at a sweep? Can the
No,
can
no, no.
the hold up? Can the ancillary parts and pieces come together and show up? You know what I mean?
I think that I think they can and will one game. I don't see them getting swept.
Is
They getting
tonight
to
the
see.
game
I'm gonna
that
show
they
you
going
something.
are they gonna wake up because last game you had 0 points from
But
Max Struess or 3 points, something
but
like that.
but you got.
Caleb Martin's hurt tonight. He ain't even gonna be out there tonight. He's a game time decision, illness.
Well, you. That's the case of your role players not playing good on the road. That's a. They already tired. You feel what I'm saying? They had to
Dog tired.
travel. Yeah, they had to travel. So the first game, I wouldn't expect them to respond a certain way. But I just feel like if once they go back home, if they don't get one in Denver, I feel like they'll get one in Miami just for the fact that they're home. They feel more comfortable and they got fight in them. You know what I mean? The Heat got fight in them, so I don't see it. Even though it's gonna be a hard fight as far as winning the series, I don't know about that one. But to win a game, I feel like they should at least win one game in Miami. Or they might still want to Denver because Miami is a good road team. They played good on the road this year.
So
Denver
as
just
we
been
as
Denver
we
ain't lost
talking
at
about
home in the playoffs though. So how you gonna
it's
they
not
haven't
just
lost at home. So
exactly. They ain't lost the game at home yet. All right. This is only game
they
two. But at the same time, when we looking at game one, all right, Miami did make some adjustments in the second half that helped.
did.
Okay, major adjustments. I believe Joker only had 4 assists in the second half, and he did score a lot of points in the second half, but he only had 4 assists in the second half. And if I remember correctly, he even they Miami even won the fourth quarter by 10
Now
points.
you see what you just said though? Joker scored a lot of points, but he didn't have a lot of assists, and the Heat won that quarter. That's the same way I told you I would guard him. I would let him do the scoring, majority of the scoring. Just try to play him as best as possible, and don't let him start getting these different assists. Because once he gets his team in rhythm, it's hard. I'd
But
rather
that's
Joker score 50 points with 5 assists than let him have 24 points with 14 assists. You feel what I'm saying?
oh yeah,
Make him
oh
work
yeah.
for it. Try to give him the ball. Double team Murray sometimes. Fight to keep the ball out of his hand. Whatever you got to do. I'm saying for real. I would make Joker be an offensive player. I would let him score more points than you feel what I'm saying?
hmm
Because once he gets Murray going, he get Gordon going, he get uh CP3 called
KCP.
KC3. Yeah, Carl, you know what I'm talking about. I say CP3, but they say they
Yeah.
didn't do that to Chris Paul anyway. Uh, KCP3. No, that's Caldwell
Yeah,
Pope.
man. Caldwell Pope,
So they
man.
out here, they make it. Yeah, they just messed me up. At me. I said, but yeah, yeah. But I would rather see him Joker just do most of the scoring, and hopefully it'll take longer for him to score. If you make him work for it, and that'll eliminate possessions. But if you get him to being a point guard and passing the ball, and he got 14 assists, you're in trouble. Anytime your center got 14 assists, the other team gonna be in trouble because that means
hmm
a lot of more people making shots than him. So at this, hey, Miami, you better let Joker go ahead and get off. Let Joker
Dog.
get off.
But see, the thing is, man, like letting Joker get off would definitely be the game plan you want to go with. I believe that they were trying
I,
to do that,
I ain't saying let
but
him get
Joker's
off,
so
but
tall. He's so tall that the passing lanes that you don't think are there, that you think you blocking off, you're not really blocking off. Man, 7 foot tall, so he sees the things from a higher vantage point than the most of the rest of the players out there.
Kevin Love gonna have to do a better job of helping protect the rim. You know what I mean? I know you're out there to shoot the three, but you gonna have to do a better job. And he's a good rebounder. He just don't rebound a lot because he done got older. But he know how to keep people off the glass. Kevin Love is gonna have to try to help defend the rim more. You know what I mean? So Bam can't do it by himself because, like you say, the size advantage. Denver clearly has the size advantage. So if anybody gets to the rim on a lob, and if a lob comes from a Joker, how you gonna stop it?
hmm
That's the hard. The backdoor cuts to with the lob. That shit easy.
You can't stop that, dog. Not when you're
It's
dealing with six
easy
foot 10, 6'9" players out there. I
on
mean,
either
Michael Bo
side.
on every
On either
side.
side, they could come and set a pick for one of them and throw it up every time
hmm
almost. Just think about it. Michael Porter or one of them run the baseline and pick one of their men. All you gotta do is throw it up. He
Yep.
can't get up there that fast.
No. And
So,
that's been the big and that's been the biggest problem for Miami, man. All right,
but you
so
never know.
let's get on to the next thing. Jimmy Buckets. I mean, 12 points, 13 points, 13 points. Yes.
I
13
know I
points.
know what he need to do. I know what he need to do. He
He
need
need
to
to
get
make
on the
that
phone,
call.
get on the phone, call his dad, and say, how would you attack him? You know what I'm saying? In '96, when y'all was going up against when y'all was going up against. Hey, how did you attack these dudes, man? You know, Bud
Yeah.
might give us some good advice. You know what I'm saying? Listen, son, you got to go out there with the heart of a lion. Take that rock right there, and you slay Goliath. It's simple. Go out
hmm
there and slay Goliath. However you got to do it. Don't let them win.
Big facts.
Jimmy, Jimmy Buckets, it's been a miracle season all season. Like not a miracle, but It's been like a roller, like
No, this is a real live like Disney thing, man. Listen, if this goes game
so
seven and Miami is able to actually get into this series and make the proper adjustments to take this 7 games, all right, and make them have to win a final game in Denver. Okay, not to say that Miami wins tonight. Let's say Denver wins
Dem,
tonight. Then Miami goes back and Miami wins their 2 games in Miami. You're even Steven
Denver,
again.
Denver in the same position mine was in last year.
Yep.
Hurry up and end the series, for no injury. Because long as Miami stretches the series out, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Injuries do happen. People do get
hmm
hurt. So as long as they can stretch the series out, anything can happen.
Okay. I completely agree with you, man. And I think it's all braced on that ankle. It's all on Jimmy Bucket's ankle, man. The health of that ankle, how much rest he's been able to obtain and get over these last couple days, last 48 hours. Because to be honest with you, his legs and the rest of the team's legs look dead in that last game. And if they come out and they struggle like they did last game with their win and what they're going to
Mm,
do out there, then they're going to have a lot of problems.
you're right. It's already going to be an uphill battle. But if you can stay in the fight long enough, anything can happen. Anything possible. You get Hero back. You gain some
He's
confidence
out
just from
tonight
that.
too. He out tonight too so far. I ain't seen nothing change on that, but so far
Yeah,
he out.
he's still out.
Like there's a lot of things going wrong for Miami, and I would say the biggest thing going against them is history. Okay, like this is possibly the perfect storm for the Denver Nuggets right now. Miami or I'm sorry, Denver is 10-1 against Miami, whether it be against the spread or
Hmm.
money line in the last 11 times they played. So that goes all the way back to the bubble, all the way back to when Jimmy Buckets first got there. So
Yeah.
is this really like that's the perfect storm for Denver right now? Is it all lined up in the cards that this is really their championship? The odds right now, if you bet money line for the Nuggets is minus 375. So that means you bet 375 and you win $100 on top of that 375 if you win. Now it's the inverse for Miami. Miami's plus 290. So if you bet 100, you win 290 on money line. Is Vegas telling you something right there? With the money line, is it like that much of a lock as far as Denver winning? And then when you look in the reverse, right? The
Hmm.
spread. So against the spread, all right, the Heat are minus 8.5, and the Nuggets are I'm sorry, the Heat are plus 8.5, and the Nuggets are minus 8.5. But it's minus 110 on each way. So that means that if you bet 110, you win $100, whether you bet minus 8.5 on the Nuggets or you bet plus 8.5 on the Heat. So they're saying that the line is so close right there that you really and truly got an opportunity in there. But that money line, they're saying Denver all day, all night. What do you say?
Yeah. Yeah, down. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What your question was one more time? Say it again. Come on, phone.
I say, what do you say? Do you pick Miami or do you pick or do you pick Denver? Are you picking the 8.5 or are you picking the -8 for it with Denver or do you feel more comfortable with the money line aspect of it since really it's Vegas is calling it out to you?
If I could money line, I would money line Denver. And
So
if
that
Caleb
means
Martin
that's
ain't playing,
375 for the 100.
the 375 400 with him.
You bet 375, you win 100 on top of the 375 if you win because it's minus 375. Whereas with the Heat, it's
What's the spread? Minus the 8. What would it be?
the same with the minus the 8. Now that's what I was telling you. If you go +8 with the Heat, it's minus 110. So that means you bet 110 to win 100. I mean, no, I'm sorry, you bet 100 to win 110. But it's also the same way. for the Nuggets on that minus 8.5. If you bet 100, you win 110.
I take the Nuggets minus the 8 tonight.
Yeah,
No
I
Caleb
think.
Martin. Only because your body's going down, and Caleb Martin, if he don't do nothing else, he played tenacious defense. So
Hmm.
that's going to be a defender down. So I I got to go with a healthy team at home. You
Especially
haven't
in that
lost that many
environment,
games.
man. That environment
You
is
haven't
something else.
lost
Mile
that
High
many.
Stadium, mile
Hey,
high above
no matter
the
how bad I want to hear,
yeah. Well, my lock of the night is the under, man. I love the under. Okay. I don't think that it's going over again. I think the over under is 214.5. Uh, I got it definitely going under. I think Miami's going to try to score faster under the clock, but I'm not sure how that's going to work for them because their whole thing is they have the 29th ranked fast break offense in all of NBA. Then they have the 30th ranked offense in the NBA. So they hang their hat on that second ranked defense, man. And that's a lot when you're trying to score with a team that's 6'10 and everybody shoot and breaking records, making history and stuff like that. So yes, I'm going with the under as the lock of the night, you guys. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Hope you got some good numbers, good stats, statistics, and I hope you have a blessed night. Stay safe, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
hey,